Not really, no.
Maybe you need to work yourself harder.
Yeah, maybe.
Got enough fuel in the tank to race me upstairs? First inside, gets the first shower.
It's fine, you can have it.
All right. I'll make sure to hang up the towels and the bath mat after I'm done.
Sure, thanks.
You having breakfast?
No, I'm going to have it with Paul. Look, I know I was there late last night.
2:30 a.m.
Yeah, but he's in a really bad way and needs support.
Yeah, well, where's Daniel? Can't he help it?
Well, it was his idea for me to step in the first place. I think he was finding it all a little bit overwhelming.
Is Paul really that bad?
Yeah. His apartment was a pigsty. And now his work's starting to suffer. I just think I need to help him until he sorts himself out.
Well, as long as it's not too much for you, you got your own work and family.
I can handle it. See you later.
See ya.
Hey, Granddad called. He said if you're feeling up to it, he'll be at Harold's in half an hour.
Okay, thanks. Hey, Ben, why don't you come outside with me? It's such a beautiful day. I'll give you $5 if you pull up some weeds.
I've kind of had enough of plants working in the nursery.
I just thought you might like to escape the house. You've been so cooped up.
I've got all that schoolwork to do. Suspension's not a holiday, remember?
Okay, I'll see you.
Hey, what time do you knock off work?
Usual time.
Good, because I think we need to sit down with Bailey and have a proper talk.
Well, I thought you organised for him to take some time off school and see Sonya.
But yeah, and that's great, but I've spoken to the parents of some of the other kids that were at the party and they're all taking a bit more of a hands-on approach.
Well, that's good for them, but I think this is what's best for Bailey.
Yeah, well, I think we need to keep the lines of communication open.
Well, I already talked to him.
Yeah, I know you spoke to him about your dad. But how did he react? Was he upset? Or...
He got a bit teary, but he was okay.
How can he be teary and okay?
It was a lot to take in, but he was fine.
Right, well, I think we need to dig a little deeper and find out how he really feels and why it happened in the first place.
Why don't we leave this to Sonya? She knows way more about this stuff than we do. If things don't work out with Sonya, we can always reassess, okay? I'll see you.
No, I just feel like there's something not quite right with Ben.
You don't think he's taking his suspension seriously?
Well, he is, but he just seems, I don't know, distant and disconnected.
Yeah, actually, I must admit, he didn't seem that engaged at the nursery the other day.
Well, we all know teenage boys don't like to talk about their feelings.
Yeah, I'm facing a similar challenge myself. But I'm thinking the best way to approach people is on their level, include yourself in what they like to do and work from there. And, I'm also hoping these Steve's toasties are going to help. A way to a man's heart is to his stomach. Yes?
Absolutely.
Yes.
There you go.
I got the rest of the day off. I might just hang out with Ben. See if I can coax him into opening up.
Yeah, great idea.
I can't believe this guy actually wants Erinsborough to secede from the state. Paul, what are you doing answering letters like this? You're the mayor.
Yeah, and he's a voter. So you're not insane or not, he still deserves a reply.
You know what? I'll handle this one.
You do that for me.
I think I can draft up an appropriate response. I just need to find the right colour crayon, maybe.
Yeah, Matt. Have you started work for the day yet?
A formal complaint?
Against Paul Robinson. Over the Gus Cleary case.
Well, that case is closed, mate.
It's unresolved. There's a big difference.
All right, what do you want me to do?
Get it reopened.
Why?
Oh, come on, you really believe that his brain tumour caused him to invent the whole thing?
Regardless of what I believe, my superiors aren't about to spend time on a new investigation without new evidence. They've got bigger fish to fry.
Bigger fish than the mayor of Erinsborough, who's swanning around laughing, enjoying himself like he never took another man's life.
Mate, I can understand why you might be looking for revenge for what happened to Kate.
The only thing that I'm looking for is justice. And if you're a decent cop, you would be too.
All right. I'll have a word to the powers that be, see if I can get permission to question Paul again. But that doesn't mean to say this is going anywhere.
Okay, so I've hung up my towel and the bath mat, but I draw the line at wiping down the shower.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask, do you have the key to my bedroom by any chance?
No, I never got it when I moved in. It's probably lost years ago. It's okay, you don't have to lock your door. I'm not going to go snooping.
Yeah, true. It's probably too messy for you anyway.
Well, good, you're up. You sleep okay?
Yeah, fine.
That's good.
What?
I guess I'd just like to know a little bit more about what's going on with you. Like the other day when your dad told you about your grandpa and his problems with alcohol.
Mum.
I just want to know how you feel about it.
I don't feel anything.
So it doesn't bother you?
Mum, that is... There's a completely separate situation. That has nothing to do with me.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Oh, hi. Look, I bought breakfast, so if you're ready, we can...
Yeah, sure. Do you mind if we head to yours?
Yeah, all right.
See ya.
See ya.
Hi, you're still on board with me talking to him, yeah?
Yeah, of course. I just wish you'd feel more comfortable including me in what's going on with him, that's all.
Yeah. Oh, we'll just give it time. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. You must be reading my mind. I was just thinking now you're into guitar, we should have a jam session. Yeah?
Great.
I could even teach you one of my songs, although they do use a lot of bar chords. You might find it a bit difficult. It's good. You've been practicing. How's your singing voice?
It's silent. Oh, it should be.
All right, well, I can sing and play rhythm, which is the backbone of a good song anyway. And you can noodle along over the top. What do you think, yeah?
Cool. Well, what are we playing?
Oh, I know, something simple. Oh, I know, this is a song your mum absolutely loves. If she was here, she'd sing along. Will you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all along the blooming heather. Join in, mate. Will ye go?
I can't.
Ben? Hey, just a shot. This is for the championship. The stakes are high. Ah, no, that's terrible. The crowd goes wild.
You missed.
Yeah, I know. The crowd goes wild because I'm a slam dunk champion. They can't believe I missed. Never happens. Have a bit of one-on-one. It was a bloke lunch.
You know, you're really good at that. You're putting my high score to shame. You know, your mum and dad mentioned that one of the times you were drinking was just after Callum left. I mean, is that true?
I can't remember.
Yeah. I mean, what about the first time? Do you remember how you started? Can you at least tell me how much you've been drinking?
It was a lot. Enough to black out.
And is there any reason you can point to? Is there something that triggered it?
No. But, I mean... Yeah, does that really matter? Why...
Okay. Let's take a break, yeah? I've got to put this washing out.
You want to keep going?
Well, no, not if you don't want to. But you can help me with the washing if you want. Yeah?
I'm starting to think that you might be right.
What, that we should change the specials more often?
No, about me being a bad mum.
When I said that, I was just upset about the stolen money thing. I really didn't mean it.
Yeah, but there's still an element of truth to it. I mean, I should have seen what was going on with Bailey, and I didn't. And he should feel comfortable in talking to me now, and he doesn't.
Well, maybe Bailey would be more willing to talk to Matt.
Yeah, I think Matt would rather palm the problem off to Sonya. At least that's how it feels anyway.
What, Sonya, who lives next door? Is she a counsellor or something?
No, not officially, but she does have a bit of experience in this area.
Well, maybe Matt's right. If she knows what she's doing.
So we should just hope that somebody else should fix our problems rather than talk about it ourselves.
You know, the fact that you actually want to talk means that you are a good mum. It means that you care.
Paul, I'd like you to come down to the station and answer some informal follow-up questions.
About the gun.
And other things. I'll explain at the station.
Cut this wait a few days.
Now would be best. It won't take long.
Well, what if I come with you? I mean, it's not illegal, is it?
No.
Well, let's get this over and done with.
In 2004?
Yeah. What were your movements after you were released from prison?
I don't know. Why do you need to know that?
Are you saying you don't remember?
Yeah. I'm actually a bit confused.
Well, I'm just trying to establish exactly where you were on the night of the Lassiter's fire.
Well, don't you have that on record?
I'd like to hear it for myself.
What's this really about? You said it was follow-up questioning.
And it is. I'm following up on the unsolved murder of Gus Cleary. I'd like to hear Paul's take on what happened, given that he confessed to the murder once.
You're asking questions about a very serious crime. This is wrong. What do you want to do, Paul? Do you want to leave?
What did you find out?
Nothing.
But you did question him.
Yeah, but not surprisingly, he's refusing to answer questions without his lawyer present.
Which is perfectly within his rights. You both are way out of line. Come on, I'll walk you upstairs.
Since when is she sticking up for Paul?
She's not wrong. He's in no fit state to be answering questions.
Mate, we can't give up. If we can just find one key bit of evidence or a new witness...
Mate, you know I feel for you, but I've done all I'm going to do. If you want to keep pursuing this, you have to do it on your own.
How did you know I needed that?
Intuition. Can I ask you something? Mm-hmm. You said that Matt's having a tough time dealing with Bailey's issues. Was he the same about searching for your daughter?
No, actually, he was the opposite. He was just great.
So, why was it such a bad experience for you? Oh God, that's none of my business. I should stick to serving customers.
No, it's fine. It's not a secret. We found a girl, Lisa, and we thought she was our daughter.
But she wasn't.
Mm-mm. And I only knew her for a day, and I got so attached to her. Even when we realised it was a mistake, I still think I overinvested.
How so?
Well, to be honest, I think I became a bit obsessed with her. I even put her ahead of my own family, and I'm never going to do that again. Not for anyone. In the end, it was the best thing for Lily anyway.
Lily? Mm-hmm. I thought you said her name was Lisa.
Yeah, I did. Lily was the name I gave to my daughter when I was pregnant. Slip of the tongue. Oh, look, we've got some customers.
You're an awesome folder.
Yeah, well, Mum trained us up when we were little.
Oh, we should have roped you into pack for Callum. He's a disaster. Though we did have Josie to help him out. He and Josie got really close in the last few months. You know, I wondered whether you felt left out at all.
Why do you keep trying to make this about Callum? Okay, it's not his fault I started drinking.
I know that.
It's my fault. Everything's my fault.
Look, I know that Callum was someone you felt you could open up to.
No, he was the only one. Okay, Callum was my only real friend.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I can replace that. But I am here, and I'm not going to judge you. So if you want to keep talking about what's been happening, I might be the next best thing.
I don't know, sometimes I just feel like a loser. Like with Josie McKay, I mean, I was dating the hottest girl in school, but I knew I couldn't live up to that. I always thought people would just figure out I was the nerdy kid pretending to be popular. Drinking let me pretend to be someone else, not Bailey Turner.
What's wrong with Bailey Turner? You're a good person.
Exactly. Even when I felt like a nobody inside, I had to pretend to be steady, reliable, through all the stuff that happened with Mason and Robbo and Mum's missing daughter. I had to be strong. I don't know, sometimes it was nice to not have to be strong, to be someone else. But that must sound pretty stupid, so...
No, it doesn't.
Well...
It makes sense.
I think I'll have the super deluxe combo with extra onion rings and a large orange drink.
You want some lunch with that?
He said loser buys lunch.
I'll just have a glass of tap water and I can have some of his. You're not thinking about giving up the guitar and the typewriter and taking up a spanner, eh?
Hey?
You seem very interested in the garage today.
It's just weird seeing my surname up there. And lately it's weird that it's my surname at all.
Because it's Dan's.
He's not my father. He's just a guy who hurt us.
You reacted pretty strongly to the song I played earlier. I guess you know it was the song played at your parents' wedding.
I've probably seen the video like a million times. Every time I see it or hear it, I just think about Dad. But being here, where he grew up, where he lived, where he met Mum, kind of reminds me how much I don't know.
I get that.
I hear kids at school complain about their dads. I don't know what that's like. I haven't even got one.
You spoke to your mum about this?
She'd be even more sad if she found out I didn't want to be in Erinsborough. Don't tell her. Please.
So, did Bailey say why he started drinking?
Well, look, it's the usual suspects. It's lack of self-esteem, wanting to belong, wanting to escape.
Can you be a bit more precise?
Yeah. Look, I actually think that when he's ready, it's probably best coming from Bailey. But look, I can assure you that he knows he has a problem and he's going to do something about it. And I gave him the number of Headspace. Do you know them? No. They're a terrific counselling service, especially for teenagers.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah, but surely there's something more we can do. I'm going to go talk to him.
Lauren, I do think it's probably best if you just go easy on him. He just needs to know that you're available. And I do think that's particularly important coming from you.
Me?
Yeah, well, you're his primary male role model. And he did mention that there might have been some issues with your dad.
Yeah, I've told Matt that he needs to talk more.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's something to work towards, isn't it?
Yeah, keep it in mind. I've got to go. Yeah, Brennan, what's up?
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to change your mind? No, don't hang up, Matt.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Are you going through my stuff?
Look, calm down. It just fell off
How
the chair.
would you like it if I went through your stuff?
Paige, it was an accident. What's the big deal?
Nothing.
Who's the guy in the photo?
No one.
At first you want to lock your bedroom door, and now you freak out and accuse me of going through your things.
I'm sorry, can we just forget it?
No, I've had a gut full of people I can't trust. So out with it. What are you trying to hide?